I don't know what I'm going to be saying on this video exactly, but let me just say it all is with the flow. I don't know exactly where to hold my hands, man. I'm out here where I come sometimes when I walk my dog. Beautiful little place. If you don't mind me showing you. Only problem is if someone comes from up there, they see some crazy guy talking to his phone. But man, I feel like I really want to get away from society. Now, you may be thinking that what I'm like, I feel depressed or alienated from everything and everyone. And I hate people or something. But really, none of these are the case. It's just what your mind thinks. It's what the mind interprets. But the reason why I say this is because I found something, right, which didn't even need to be found. It should have, I say should have, but really it should have always been there. It was always there. There was only the illusion that it was lost, or that we're separate from it. If you love fast things, stimulation, stuff going on, and a lot of it, this video is not going to be enjoyable for you, because as you can tell by the long pauses between my words, you're not going to enjoy it. That's part of the reason why I want to get away from society, man. If only I could just live here, just like my beautiful dog, just out here, man. Why couldn't I? Maybe I'll get a tent and just stay here, man. But the reason why I keep saying this, why I want to move away from society, is that this society, and society in general, nowadays especially, and especially with me living in London in 2022, right? Everything is designed to take you away from yourself. And no one knows, even if you think right now what I'm saying, you know, just sit, just keep watching. Because since this realization, or this thing that I'm talking about, which I've found, which was always there, right? When I found it, I didn't know exactly what it was that I've come across. I mean, I felt happy, peaceful, joyful, beyond words, beyond what I'd ever felt before. And it's because I lost my mind. I as an idea completely died one day. This was a good few years ago, right? And I've spent time going into this, and especially at first trying to research, like trying to find out what is this. From at one point a few years ago, I'm 20 now. When I was 17, I didn't go to see a therapist or anything like that, right? But I felt very, very, very much the opposite of alive. I was constantly in my mind, constantly thinking and thinking negative thoughts about myself and about everything, about existence. Honestly, right? It was like looking back, it was all a dream. So at least I know now, whenever I see anyone in deep pain or deep suffering, if I was to see someone get shot in front of me and they're in dire pain, right? I'd almost be like, almost smiling and having soft eyes, as if you'd maybe think that I'm a psycho. Because why are you like in any way showing any type of like peace with that situation? You should be doing everything you can to save their life and everything. But the way I look at it is, I know now all of this is completely not real. It's a complete it's not constant. Even what you're looking at on this screen is not really real. But what I mean by this, right, before you maybe have heard people say this before, and you're just like, what are you talking about, bro? You're literally on my screen, I'm seeing you right now. What do you mean this ain't real? What I mean by real is that it's constant, forever, timeless. It exists and stands no matter what time it is. Oh, but Faddy, nothing really, then that's nothing. God is obviously the one thing that stands time. That's a whole nother topic I can really get into now, man. I can feel my mind saying, do it. But it's funny to see what my thoughts for God being before this realization and after this realization, the way that the two just are not the same, let's say. the whole idea before, right, of having the idea of there being like a big incomprehensibly big boss of everything, and even of you and me, right? He created all of this and is a judge as well, almost as if you're in jail. No, you're on probation. What the fuck is wrong with me? And at the end of your probation period, you're judged whether you get to go to this place or that place, to heaven and hell. It's all complete bullshit. I might just start going on a spree in my life now, right? Where I just say these mad things. Almost like forget about, you know what, yeah? Why should I respect beliefs? Is that a dumb question to ask? If you're an unawakened being though, of course you will say yes, straight away. Because your beliefs make up who you are. So if I don't hold respect to your beliefs, you think that I'm not respecting you. And this is everyone. Everyone is so much occupied by belief. I believe in God. Oh, I don't believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in heaven and hell. I believe in whatever. Alright, cool. And now beliefs are getting out of hand. For example, partly with how LGBTQ is being expressed. I don't know. I don't even know what that shit is anymore. But I feel like a whole load of it is just wishy-washy, is bullshit, man. Like, being this gender, I don't identify as this gender, all these genders being created, bro, what the hell, man. But anyway. A couple of my friends, when I've told them, when I talk like this, I tell them, and especially when I'm talking about this belief, I don't believe in anything. I don't mean this in a stubborn way. Like I'm is he an Uncle Scrooge, I'm thinking, from Christmas Carol. Like I'm a stubborn little bastard. Oh, I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in any of you. I don't even believe in myself. No. That's not what I'm trying to say. Belief is trying to confirm or accept something that isn't true, or that you don't know to be true, as true. It's the mind's way of just like trying to seek comfort. It's a comforting thing to believe in God. You know? Motherfuckers will look at you and think, you don't believe in God, there's something wrong with you. Or, you don't have anything to pray to, you don't have a God to pray to. then you know, I don't know what I want for you, bro. You know, motherfuckers really put a lot of emphasis on how good praying to God is. If it brings you peace and it brings you happiness, for now, that's fine. Let me not burst your bubble. But what I'm trying to say with belief is, why can't we believe in nothing, right? And see what there is. Does that sound that hard? Does that even sound crazy? It sounds so logical as well, I swear. I don't know if that's just me. But why don't we, instead of trying to find something that we don't know exists, like a God, right? Why don't we fully explore what is here? It's all part of the dream. This whole life is a dream, man. All of this. For some, it's a nightmare. But at least you wake up in the end. Or do you? You know, I had a few hours ago, I had hair coming down to my shoulders. I put it up in a bun and everything. It was nice. But I can't lie, didn't take good enough care. It got a bit tangled some bits. And I just thought, fuck it. Let me just shave my hair. Like how I did a couple years ago. And you know what? One guy next to me asked me at the barbershop, you know, how did it feel? It's just another day, bro. Because I know that this, right? Though I can feel, obviously, right? I can feel my hands. I'm seeing. I'm smelling. I'm hearing. I'm tasting. Everything, right? This is all a dream, bro. This is not real. Like, this isn't real. This isn't it. This body, this face, this whole experience, it's not it. And that's why for me, fear has ended. Because what is there to fear? I look around and I see a world of fearful people. And most of all, what are people afraid of? I'm pretty sure we all know the answer. It's death, man. People are scared to die. I honestly can't wait to see what happens when I die. Like, whenever that may be. As human. When I die as human. What happens? I'm just curious now. Because I feel like almost... Now it's been a few years since this realization, right? Whether you know what I'm talking about or not. It's been a few years, right? And I feel like I'm seeing the same show over and over again sometimes. Because ultimately, everyone's identified with their mind, with their ego, right? And it's all the same shit, the same sequence of events, the same behaviors, the same events, the same experiences, really, anywhere you go. Because no one's awake. Everyone's asleep. Everyone is dreaming. No one really knows if I'm to say, no one really truly knows if I'm to say that I am pure awareness. I am. Bro, you know, Jesus even, man. Honestly now, the past year or so, I've been looking a lot into Jesus' life and the Bible a bit and shit. I come from a Muslim background. But then again, even all religion is... You know what? It's very interesting. So I feel like religions all are the same thing underlying at the complete ground level, right? But like, bro, in hundreds of years, thousands of years of people and life happening, right? So much deviation away from that ground level truth has occurred, and people only see the surface. There is a motherfucker on my bike, so Jesus himself even said and Moses, before I think going to battle, I am. And that I am brings such power, right? Because you're reborn. Once you truly realize what that I am means, that Jesus said, you realize, okay, everyone around me and everything that's happening around, outside and inside of me, right, is happening. But if I just sit and watch everything happen and unfold, and I watch everything come and go, Who is this one that's watching? Who is this one that is watching my thoughts? Right now, who is this one that is watching from my perspective, through my eyes, to this screen that I'm recording on? Who's the one aware of the one that is talking? Who's the one that is aware of everything? And with me being raised as a Muslim, right? Obviously, if you're a Muslim as well, and if you're a follower of the Abrahamic religion, one of the Abrahamic religions, even the thought of I am God, those words, like if someone sees you doing that, they should kill you. Because how can you be anything like the Almighty who created you? You know, God shame you, you're going to Jahannam, you're going to hell for saying that. So when that thought came across my mind, after this realization, after long periods of time of being aware of everything that is coming and going, which is to say meditation, me meditating, right? And the thought just came across me. I am God. Basically, if there's no word, that's why I am. It's just I am. The whole idea of a God is an idea. It's a concept, bro. It's a fiction of the imagination. Bro, God doesn't exist. At least in the way we think of Him or of a God to exist. As I said earlier in the video, of a big boss. Maybe with a big, huge beard or something. That's put you here on probation. You must behave well. Do the things that I sent you here to do. They're all written in the Quran. That's your instruction manual. Do these and you'll pass my test and you'll go to Jannah. You'll go to heaven. But fuck you know, bro. Mate, I'll probably make a video on that in itself one time. And Jesus even said this. He said, when I say that when the thought ran across my mind, I am God, it's more like I am one with God, or that which we call God, that which we've imagined Him to be, right? That's me, and me is expressing myself in this physical body as this human. And so then the thought came across my mind myself that we are God, but we've forgotten and we don't even know that we're God. So you see all these people who are just so like depressed, anxious, suicidal. You don't know you're God. You are truly creator of your own reality. And what I was going to say is that Jesus even said himself, I and the Father are one. They stoned him for that, didn't they? The Jews at the time. No one comes to the Father but by me. I'm honestly having the thought that there's even no point in me trying to like tell people about all these things, whatever you want to call it, spirituality, non-duality. Because how the fuck did Jesus exist and we're, well, do you know what? Maybe at the time when Jesus was alive, he really helped a lot of people to wake up, but we don't know. We don't even really know if Jesus existed. Like, some people really say they have a lot of evidence that he didn't even exist. I don't even think that matters. If Jesus was completely made up, then fuck me, bro. Whoever made him up, complete genius. And it's lasted this long. His lie or whatever. But anyway, bro. And also Jesus is another thing. It's another person I could make, another being I could make a video on. And notice why I switched my words from person to being. It's because person, that is what we think we are. We think we're a person. But the ancient Greeks, I think it was, yeah, the word in its Latin derivation, persona, means mask, right? It's the mask that actors would wear when they do a show, but then they take off the mask when the show is done and come back to their real selves. But we think we're that person that we think we are. We actually are convinced we are this person. When it is all an idea. And when you are just truly and inexplicably here and now with every cell of your fucking body, bro. Yeah. Then it's a mad thing. Hi.